I will take all those crickets. I will take your monster bones. Have you got a monster bone, or are you just pleased to see me? End reward payment. Yay for payment. It's the only important thing. Now loading. Do you want to save? Yes, I do. Why, thank you for asking. Alright, now I might as well just head straight back to the village chief. Teach me something else to take upon my monster hunting quests. Cleared! Cleared! Searching for items. Good to test my skills. I doubt it's going to test them that far. I'm fairly confident it's a case of push X when prompted, which is hardly the most pressing of control issues. Hey you! Push! Searching! To become a hunter, you must learn how to search for items. You won't last long if you don't master searching for items. One of your requested items, the spider web, can be found somewhere in Zone 6. Requested item, an herb, as the Americans say, herbs and spices. And make sure you don't get lost. And I've got a time limit. Right, so I've got to find herbs and spider webs in Zone 6. I don't know specifically where Zone 6 is. I think I'll get the No, I won't get the overall map. Oh, that's because... Turn around and get back to the base camp, my friend. Get back to the base camp, son. Because I've forgotten all about the notion of actually picking up my supplies. Whetstone, rations, first aid, and I've never ever used a pair of binoculars, I don't think, in this game. They give you these binoculars and I never use them. There we go, I was right. Push X while your weapon is sheathed to search for items. So, Zone 6 is over there. Shouldn't take too much of a strenuous journey to get there. I head up here, it would seem. This is the exit. Let my energy replenish, and then I can sprint again, like we did last summer. Wisdom of Chief! Climbing cliffs and vines. Areas with low cliffs or hanging vines can be climbed. Press X to climb them. Press X to climb them. What do you want to do? Press X to climb them. Yay! That, I believe, is... Are you going to... No, I do actually have to push up. Never quite tell. Some games, they'll automatically claim you, like you can't be trusted to climb by yourself, and some games will insist, no, you must climb this yourself. Oh, hello, piggies! So the monstrous wild boars. I realise perhaps trying to slice off a wild boar, not the world's greatest idea, because you never know, they may be able to kill me. Boom! I think I've got him! Yay, right. Pillage his innards. Pillage his innards. There we go. Slice in a blue mushroom. Oh, very nice. Wasn't expecting a blue mushroom. Now, I've got to learn, I think, I'm going to have to learn what are the obvious, because I think they're usually quite obvious prompting. They're not hidden, I don't think, when it comes to what you can and can't search in terms of picking up the items I require. Although having said that, I can't seem to locate any obvious looking object that would be movable, but we'll climb up here and hope. He definitely did say Zone 6 for spiderwebs, didn't he? I swear he said Zone 6 for spiderwebs. Which means, in theory, there should be spiderwebs here somewhere, and they shouldn't... Really wouldn't have thought they'd be all that difficult to see. Look at him, look at that skirt he's wearing. I realise it's not technically a skirt, but nevertheless, he's got no trousers on, which is just embarrassing. Man, you is flashing your underpants for the world to see. How dare you? I don't think I can get up there. I don't think I can get up there. I can get up there, though. I don't think getting up here does me anything of any real significance. Ouch! Lucky it didn't do me any damage. I can climb this vine. Hopefully this vine will lead me somewhere exciting. Let's move... Oh, I've still got my rare steak from the last one. I have the mini wet start. Whoopsie doodles. I really... There's a part of me that really wishes they hadn't put the attack controls on the joystick. That... I don't know, I'd say at least 8 times out of 10 the second joystick is something to do with the camera. I mean, the thing, in fairness, even on the this Monster Hunter, of course, was on the PlayStation 2, or at least this version was. But there's, I think even on the GameCube and stuff, it's called the C-Stick, because I think that stood for camera, did it not? Because the second joystick is always camera-based. And there we go, it was as obvious can be, because it is a giant spider web. And I imagine once it's run out of spider webs to deliver unto me, I'd be stuck in that spider web, really, wouldn't I? Because I am sort of... Oh, but the spider web doesn't disappear. That's mildly disappointing. Mildly disappointing. Can we please get the camera back round to where I can see? Oh, that's defence, I take it. That's a defensive stance. I'm going to hope that chucking myself off this cliff... Fuck it! Wow, you are a tough son of a bitch. To be able to take a fall like that and just laugh it off. You are one tough mother. Ah, this might be where I get herbs. No, it's the holly and the ivy. Although I haven't got any holly. There is nothing else here, so I insist on fiddling around at least one more time. So I wonder what herbs... Ah! Just collapsed into nothing. Where are you? An obvious looking herb. Is that an obvious looking herb? I'd say that was an obvious looking herb. Let's stare. Oh no, it's an obvious looking huskberry. I don't think huskberry is classified as a herb. We'll go into zone 3. Check that out. See if any herbs or spices are indeed in zone 3. But for now, I seem to be content picking up a load of huskberries. I think huskberry. The words can get out. I've got a feeling huskberries, it will probably specify. Oh, alright. It just specifies an empty berry with nothing inside. But I think, if memory serves me correctly, based on Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, I think you could create ammunition via the huskberries. You could transform them into ammo if you're using a bowgun. I think they were called bowguns. Maybe someone with greater knowledge can confirm that, but I'm moderately confident it was bowguns. And you know what, I might try and get a bowgun, because although the only thing I found with bowguns were they were really cool, and I thoroughly enjoyed bowguns. I was a bowguneer on Monster Hunter Tri, but I found it's very much the sort of weapon where you need an ally who's wielding a sword. I found I didn't find much success trying to go it alone with a bowgun, because I found the monsters just focus on you, and when you're the focus... Ah, we've found herbs. I figured I would eventually. Why is there a dinosaur in my camera view? Must stop calling them dinosaurs. They're monsters. I am the monster hunter, thus they are monsters. Now I think, potentially, in theory, let's just quick look at that. 2 herbs and a spider web. I've definitely got 1 spider web. Do I have 2 herbs? I'm fairly certain. Yeah, I've got 3 herbs. So it's time to head back to camp. Camp it up like Julian Clary, if you insist. Ooh, hello. That was more Kenneth Williams suddenly there, rather than Julian Clary. I could never try. I wouldn't try doing an impression of Julian Clary, because I doubt it would go anywhere. Although there's evidence to suggest that doesn't usually bother me, so why does it suddenly bother me now? Oh, for crying out loud, you are the weakest bugger alive. You really are. Now, I was talking about bow guns, wasn't I? I might consider trying a bow gun, but as discussed, it's not. I was quite a good bow gunner. I certainly saw worse bow gunners around. I was fortunate I was able to stay out of trouble and let everybody else do all the work. No, that is not what I did. But you do, as a bow gunner, you get the weakest armour. You get the and because you're long range, you're supposed. In fairness, as a bow gunner, you're supposed to stay out of trouble and just pepper shots across the monsters. You're a support man rather than the combat master. And thus, bow gunners. This is ending in 20 seconds, isn't it? Yes, jolly good. I was suddenly concerned I was going to be sat here for like half an hour. Why is my level not ending? I don't know. Of course, as a bow gunner, you can heal people as well, which was always nice. Take rewards, yes please. Some fishing equipment, I think, and a cut cool scale. And I wonder if that's based on being able to sort of whip it in for a new piece of armour, or if it's based on some other creation you can make from a cut cool scale. I tell you what, poll in the audience for anybody watching the Monster Hunter section. If you've played Monster Hunter, obviously, what would your favourite weapon be in Monster Hunter? If you've played, as I say, if you've played it and have experience, obviously. If you haven't played it and haven't had experience, combining items, I don't remember anything to do with that. I mean, as I say, I know you can craft items and stuff, but I don't know. It's plausibly going to teach me about huskberries combining with something else to form your basic ammunition, but of course I can't really use it. Sneaky, sneaky. To become... right, you do herbs and blue mushrooms to combine a potion. Search around the region in underbrush and in the shadows of trees, and be careful that you don't get yourself lost. Oh, bloody hell. No wonder it's going a bit weird, because the frame's just dropped. A spike of... We're down to 17. Up to 60. You annoying piece of shit. Taking two materials and combining them to make something completely new. To carry this out, select Combine. Let's try, because I might already have herb, blue mushroom, combine to make a potion. Badadly dungs. Have you got a badadly dungs? Oh, slow motion slash. Slow motion last until you look down. So don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. You're lucky there's a blimp. My God. Just the mention of slow motion managed to get me going there. I take it that wasn't... Oh, really? I got to deliver 2 potions? Seriously? And I haven't got any more blue mushrooms. Oh, how annoying are you, game? How annoying are you? Take that, take that, take that, and take that. Take that. I don't know any Take That songs. Or not off the top of my head, anyway. I want to say Don't Look Back in Anger, but I'm not convinced that was Take That. Although it might be. Don't look back in anger, I heard you say. Oh, do. Absolute perfect half to slow motion there. Usually being 60, it's gone straight down to 30. Oh, dive. Whoop, slash. I'm seriously struggling to get the hang of the whole bloody camera. Camera is attack is camera. Or, actually, that's not technically true. Attack isn't camera. Let us fiddle around with this. Probably want to head into Zone 6 again, perhaps, because I don't know. Last time I got a blue mushroom was with the boars, or whatever their official name is. They looked like wild boars to me, so I'm going to call them boars. That's the second time I've gone no high 5-0 today. I'm going to definitely have to not use this emulator that often, I think. Well, the shocking thing is it works for a prolonged period of time and then just suddenly goes, no, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I've been on too long, mate. I've been on too long. And you know what? I just don't care anymore. Just don't care. Slash the backside of a pig. Look at its curly tail. Look at its curly tail. I will slice that curly tail off. You've slashed me up and I'm the pig. Raw meat? I hardly wanted raw meat. What happened to your blue mushrooms? I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-dow. I've got a blue mushroom. Jump slash. Slash, slash, slice. Are you dead? Oh, I almost feel sorry and bad for killing defenceless pigs. Blue mushroom! I don't feel bad anymore. Suddenly the notion of feeling bad completely gone. Let's see, let's find us a herb and a blue mushroom. Combine the two to make a potion. And now let's head back to the camp. The main camp. Oh yeah, that's a reasonable fall. It's amazing. So they get beaten shitless by monsters, but fall damage? No, we're fine. We can fall from any height and not take a single iota of damage. My mind went blank for measurements. But iota is a good word. We were discussing keywords earlier in hack, weren't we? The only one I could think of that was kind of cool was acquiesce. Iota's a good one as well. Iota is a good one. Potion delivered! I win! Oh, there is camera control. But it's on the D-pad. I thought there was a taunt somewhere. But... whoa, okay. Oh, I'm using the binoculars. I don't know how you... oh, I think I've ducked. How the fuck did I manage to duck? Oh, like that. Fair enough. And I can sneak duck and wave my ass in the air. And then I can... whooey. Supply items were returned. I'm glad. I'm always happy when my supply items are returned. It's always good. Quest completed. Take the rewards. Of course. I have too many of that item. I should really be putting my items in my item box, but I'm not. So, what you gonna do, brother? When Okamania runs wild on you, brother. Brother. Are you a brother of a brother in a brotherly sort of way? I think I had one more sort of basic tutorial quest left, so I think I will do that one last tutorial quest, although I suppose, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how I was about to say frames and it suddenly dropped. The interesting thing with this emulator is you can see at the top of the window you've got FPS. First person shooters! No. Let's go fishing! Hell yes, to leave on your quest. But I can actually see them, because at the moment it's sort of 5960, 5960, 5960, 5960. And you can see as soon as it drops to like 30, that's where you suddenly go, I'm in slow motion now. It's kind of amusing in a exasperating sort of, but that's another keyword, exasperating sort of way. To become a hunter, you must learn how to fish. You won't last long if you don't master fishing. What the hell happened to your voice, village chief? You're no longer singing, you're just being stupid. You'll find areas called fishing points scattered throughout the wilds, generally around streams and lakes. Keep your eyes peeled and look out for fish in the water. If you're carrying bait, you can try fishing at these fishing points. Find a fishing point, catch a sushi fish and bring it back. If you search hard enough, you will find worms and crickets to use as bait. I best learn how to fish. That's probably useful. So mark when you're close to a fishing point. The X mark next to the bait item icon will appear, meaning you can fish in that area. When the X marks disappear, press square to use the item and start fishing. That sounds slightly odd and confusing, but we'll see what happens. If I can't fish, I can't fish, I suppose. Mini whetstone! Launch your way into my backpack. Right, I'm only allowed 5 worms. fruits because they're fat and juicy. Juicy fruits. I can't help but think this river in this area, zone number 1, can't help but think surely. Woo! Leapity doos. Yeah, right, so if I'm going to take out my worms. Is anything here a fishing spot? There is a sort of glowy thing, but apparently not quite yet. No. Really? Really? This entire river, and I'm not allowed to fish in a single spot? I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps there's fishing laws in activation here. That's probably a searchable item, isn't it? Yeah. Good goose scale, yay! I still don't know what they do, but screw it. Having them is better than not having them. I feel confident in that assessment. Oh, dung! Marvellous. I think that you could combine dung to make alternate bullets as well, if memory serves me correctly.